It really does do what it says on the tin, Pilates. It improves your posture, it really helps strengthen your core muscles, it keeps you flexible, it gives you a nice flat stomach, it is flat. So yeah, it's a fantastic way of training. You know, I think it's for everybody. Everybody can do with improving their posture, so I think it's for all ages, it's low impact. You would have to do some aerobic work as well. If you want the full fitness, you've got to still work your heart and lungs. I look like a barrel with thin arms and thin legs, like pipe cleaner arms and pipe cleaner legs, very thin arms and thin legs, and quite a round middle. What it did do for me is help my upper body strength, and it just slimmed me down in my centre, and it's just changed my shape. What can I say? I'm no longer barrel shaped. It's not a quick fix, and something like Pilates, once you get into doing Pilates, you actually, if it clicks with you, you don't want to stop. You don't. I started practicing it about 15 years ago. I think I probably really noticed after a year that, you know, things were really changing shape. Maybe 6 months. It depends how often you do it. There's loads of things come into this, but I've been practicing it for 15 years and been in this shape for 14 and a half. Well, when I started out, I mean, it built up from literally one class in a community centre, and then it grew and grew. The timing was perfect because I moved back from London to Swansea. And there were a couple of Pilates instructors in Swansea, but there weren't that many. There really wasn't. So when I trained and set up, a lot of people flocked to me, which was great. And so from one class, it grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. Now I'm a limited company, but we run about 25 classes a week now, which is quite a lot. I don't teach 25 classes a week. There came a point that I was teaching about 14, 15, 16 classes a week, and it was quite exhausting. I love it. I love it, so I could do it. But the good thing about Pilates is that when you teach it, you don't do all the exercises because it's more to do with observation and hands-on. So you'd set an exercise up and then you'd walk around the class checking and repositioning people that needs repositioning. It still takes a lot of energy. So when I was teaching that much, it was quite sort of full on. Now it's eased up because I've got sort of people working for me, so it's easier. But I still enjoy doing it. I would never stop teaching. I'm going to develop it. I'm going to bring a little bit sort of mind-body connection with it. I'm going to be working with David Biscombe, and we're going to sort of evolve some exercises using the mind and body, really combining them. I mean, Pilates is a mind-body connection in any case. You have to think about what you're doing. It's not a mindless routine. Like if you went to a gym, you can sort of switch off or watch a program and get fit and healthy. But in Pilates, you have to think about what you're doing. So in my mind, it becomes quite meditative as well because you can't think of anything else. You can't. You have to think about the breathing, the positioning, the core engagement, and then the movement. And the hour goes like that. And so, yeah, so moving more towards using your mind a bit more with some sort of affirmations, that's an interesting route that I'm interested in. I'm also interested in putting on retreats, Pilates weekends, mind and body weekends, so people can just be really immersed for a good sort of 3 or 4 days in Pilates and sort of personal development. Because I've been to David and David's helped me, and he's a remarkable man, and I think joining forces we'll bring something very different to Club Self-Help, and people can sort of download apps and things and hopefully see me. I combine the acting and Pilates by having people to teach my classes for me when I'm doing the acting. It's quite simple when I'm away. And my clients are very loyal, and I get on with all of them, and they're very good. They don't mind me going off. I've got really good instructors who take my classes on, and so the clients are happy because my instructors are well trained. They're trained outside me and trained by me as well. So I've got fantastic instructors, and the clients are happy. I go away, I do the filming with Gavin and Stacey, or Being Human, or I did the pantomime. You know, you can be away for a good 2 or 3 months, but as long as you've got good people to take over, then it's fine. What did Gavin and Stacey? What has it done for me? It's well, I go to more parties. I get invited to loads of parties. Not that I go to them all. No, it's been fantastic. It was an extraordinary show to work on. I worked with some amazing people. I mean, it was a dream job. What can I say? it's led on to other things, obviously, but I'm a jobbing actress. You know, my real job is still the Pilates as far as I'm concerned, because that's my crust, that's my daily, you know, that's my daily work. And because I know what the acting work is like, I know what the profession is like. I've been in it long enough to know that however successful you've been in something, how successful that has been, you never know when the next job comes up. You don't. Nobody does. So you have to, in my opinion, you have to have a nice strong footing, hopefully in another career, and then if something fantastic comes along like Gavin and Stacey, then great, you can go off and do it. Gwen has typecast me to a certain degree. I think I was described as Wales's best loved mum, which is very nice. I am a mum, but I think I'm more than a mum as well. But I was very pleased to do Being Human, which is, it's on BBC Three. It's about vampires and ghosts and werewolves. So you can't get further removed from Gwen West as Emma. So I played a vampire in Being Human. So, you know, hats off to the casting directors who saw, you know, beyond, because at the end of the day, I'm a jobbing actress. Yes, Gwen was fantastic. She's a lovely character. I enjoyed playing her tremendously. And people shout in the streets, "Hiya, Gwen," you know, "Make me an omelette, Gwen," which is always fun and it's fine. But I'm an actress, so, you know, I did The Wicked Queen just 3 or 4 weeks ago. So, you know, it hasn't typecast me in the sense if there's a casting director out there who has a bit of imagination, then that's fine. I need something which is going to interest me, because I'm very, very happy being a Pilates instructor, and I'm very happy to move and do some work with Club Self-Help, and that really interests me. So that will keep me happy, so I will hopefully be in a position to choose what I'd like to do next. And it'll be a period drama, something that lasts for about 12 weeks filming, somewhere glamorous.